Business Coach Dan Creed. Thanks for joining us for Straight Talk on Business. I was meeting with a client recently and we're working on some really tough issues for their business. I was getting vibes that he was getting frustrated and about ready to abandon ship. In one of those odd moments where the room suddenly goes quiet and no one says anything, he looked at me, he gave out a big sigh and he said, "You know, Coach, work is really a blessing." You know, I didn't expect that. Instead of total resignation to what we were working on, the task at hand, this guy was voicing appreciation for having the task and the challenges that went along with it. He really felt blessed to have his business and, for that matter, the problems and challenges that went along with the job. Whether you own a business or a manager or employee, is very healthy to think of your work as a blessing. Bottom line, without the work, where would you be? Your work, whatever it is, supports your lifestyle and your family in several ways. It affects everyone around you. It always makes me crazy when I hear people nearly brag about turning down a job when they don't have one because the opportunity was below them. What's even worse is to hear people that are in a job that they don't like for some reason, and they spew negativity about the company, their job, or their boss. Plus, they're only giving half or less effort while they gripe and moan about their situation and yet do nothing about it and gladly accept their full paycheck every 2 weeks. Look, I was raised that whether I like my job or not, I still owed the company and the guy that hired me my best while I was there. If I was accepting their money, then I owed them the best effort until that time that I found something different and moved on. Look, complaining and whining was nothing more than complaining and whining if you don't act to the change, if you don't act or change. What has happened to work ethics? I don't believe that the principles of work are taught anymore, yet more and more I see people who simply cop the attitude that they shall remain unencumbered by the chains of work and responsibility. It's below them to accept a common job requiring them to actually work their way up the ladder and earn their right of success. Many believe that the world owes them six figures and lots of benefits to start, and then and only then will they bless you with their presence. Nope, not going to happen. I have business owners tell me that they'll set up an interview with a candidate, and many times the candidate won't even show up for an interview. They'll just disappear without the courtesy of a phone call. Get this, I recently had an applicant check his email throughout my interview. I could write a book on my adventures in hiring. I've concluded, again, that massive personal and professional success isn't that hard if you just show up, take pride in your work, and just simply try. In today's market, tenacity will always beat talent. I know employees who simply won't play the game anymore. After a great interview and finding their perfect new hire, they will not chase them down and beg them to join. In fact, they will wait to see if the candidate has the chutzpah enough to follow up on the opportunity. They want somebody who wants to join their organization rather than somebody who simply wants to tell them how good they are. Work is a blessing. And that work that is a blessing enables you to show the world exactly what it is that you have to offer. It's pretty simple, really. Show up, work hard, see what happens. I'm Business Coach Dan Creed. Thanks for joining us. If you want more information on improving your life, your business, professionally or personally, go to my website. There's lots of information there for you, and you can send me a note. Thanks.